Hello everyone and welcome back to another video with On Point Politics, and today we are covering the Arizona primaries. We're going to see if Kari Lake is going to win the Republican nomination. We're going to see if Blake Masters wins his nomination. But before we get started, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you want more content just like this, and if you want to see more national polling numbers from us, state and federal level, make sure to go ahead and donate to the GoFundMe in the description down below. We are currently collecting funds to conduct national and state polling, so if you guys would be so glad to be able to do so, I would greatly appreciate that. And so guys, before we start, make sure to hit the like button. I see there's about 100 of us in here, so make sure to hit the like button. We're going to be on stream for a bit. The polls close at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They don't change their clock for whatever. So guys, what you see here is basically a mini op-ed I just wrote right now for why DeSantis would lose 2024, because there's a lot of people online, oh, DeSantis would have been a better nominee, DeSantis this, DeSantis that. Again, this is looking at the data in the RCP aggregate from about a year ago, not the RCP aggregate, excuse me, the 538 aggregate, but the current favorability of DeSantis is 31%. He is at 31% on 538. Like, I'm not making this up. He's at 31% favorability right now. And Kamala is at 41. Now, to be fair to this Rufus guy on Twitter, I assumed in the model that Harris's approval rating is actually 38%. So he's down 7 points in favorability against Harris. And what I told you guys, favorability tends to be an accurate way to measure the spread of the national popular vote in presidential elections. And Harris is ahead of 10 points. And so when you actually look at this, you actually see that DeSantis is far behind Harris nationally. Now, that could change. That could have changed. But to say, oh, DeSantis would have clobbered Kamala isn't the smartest take to say. And if you look at the last 5 polls that were conducted, Harris leads by 3.2% nationally. And if the demographic model and favorables would take time and the favorability ratings are even, lower, the favorability ratings are not even available for DeSantis, but since DeSantis's spread in the favorables is about 11 points worse than Trump is doing right now, we would assume that he's doing 11 points worse in the favorables and the demographic model. And so even assuming that Harris has a sugar high, he would still lose the model 319 to 219. If you were to factor in the sugar high numbers, you would even see states like Alaska and Texas be in the tilt Republican column. Now, I'm not saying that DeSantis would be guaranteed to lose. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that right now, based off the current data we have for DeSantis, he would not win the general election. He would not win it. He would just simply not be the favorite to win. It's possible that he would be able to eke it out. You never know. The model isn't perfect, but the race with the data at hand is completely different. It's a completely different race. The demographic models for the race would be a lot closer. Harris is actually leading by 3 points in the latest polls that were conducted for DeSantis. Again, they're back in 2023, so it may be a little bit subjective to use those numbers, but at the same time, the current favorability has DeSantis down 10 points from Harris. He's at 31%. Now, things could change. I'm not saying that they would automatically go bad for DeSantis. He could win that election. But to say that right now, this very second, we need to shoe in DeSantis because his favorability is better than Trump's is not correct. And for those of you who are saying that they haven't polled DeSantis's favorability recently, they actually have done it recently. Harvard X Harris and like a couple other pollsters poll multiple national figure aggregates all the time. And so that's what we're seeing. And so right now, we're seeing a lot of people online saying, oh, DeSantis is going to win the election. He would have won. He would have been a better candidate. But that's just not true, guys. That is Not true. He has not the same Rust Belt appeal as Trump. Neither would any other Republican. I will tell you guys straight to your face. Vivek probably wouldn't be Harris. I'm just being serious. If you were to take the current data at face value for Vivek, if you were to plug in the data for Vivek, he would not be Harris. He would literally not be Harris. So before any of you guys tell me, oh, you're so biased for Trump. No, Vivek probably wouldn't be beating Harris right now if you looked at the data face value. Now, if you were to jump in the race, things would change. But right now, any other Republican, almost any other Republican would probably lose to Harris. If you were to look at Vivek's approval rating, he's literally in the mid 30s, I bet you. Not even, he's in the mid 20s right now. He would probably lose the popular vote by like 10 against Harris right now in the current face value data. Tim Scott, he would be doing terrible. He would be doing just as bad as Vivek. Mike Pence would be doing horrible. He would be doing super bad too. He would be at 28%. Nikki Haley, Nikki Haley should have been the nominee. She's at 33%. She's not outdoing DeSantis by that much. She would probably still not be the favorite to win either. And at that point, the model would even be futile because RFK would probably be polling near second place in that race. Chris Christie would not even be close to beating Harris either. Literally none of the other national Republicans right now would actually be any current would not even be close to beating Harris right now, looking at the values. And by the way, just to let you guys know, Vance is at 31%, so even he wouldn't beat Harris either. But he is at 36% unfavorable at 31%. Again, guys, he just joined the national sphere literally a couple days ago. They started polling him on the 18th. He's actually starting out with slightly better favorables than Trump. Trump started out in the low 20s. He's starting out in the low 30s. So he's already having a better political spot than Trump ever had. So he politically is already starting out better than Trump is. And if Trump wins, his election, his approval rating would probably be higher than Trump's, to be honest. And so that's why I like, based off the current data that we have, DeSantis would lose the electoral college. I mean, again, not saying that the data would change. The race could change. If they were to just remove Trump and insert DeSantis, yes, the race would change. I would expect DeSantis's numbers to maybe go up a decent amount. But to say that he would be the shoe-in favorite to outperform Trump in the electoral college is just complete malpractice. And I felt like I had to write this op-ed because some people have just completely lost it. Rufus Online, he completely loses it. Look at this. He completely loses it. Oh my God, Shapiro's gonna be the VP. Oh my God. Bro, that's not how it works. Literally, the candidates basically give like a point and a half or like a half a point in at most in a state. And unlike what other pollsters are telling you, Trump is not within a few points there. He is ahead by a few points in my model. So it's not like that Shapiro's pick would doom the election. Maybe the polling data gets better. Yeah, sure. But I don't even go based off of state polling. I go based off of the approval ratings for each candidate per individual state. So now, if I'm actually able to get the election pretty correct, I can literally tell everybody I didn't use any state polls to predict it at all. I can literally tell everybody I did it. So, and then now we had this rally that was insane. Also, we also see VP Harris is expected to announce her running mate by Tuesday, who she will hold her first rally with in Philadelphia. I'm very curious to see who she picks because I really wonder if they're letting her pick it or they're letting another guy pick it. I'm very curious to see. Yo guys, I'm just gonna say if you're spamming in the chat, you're gonna get timed out. I'm just saying. If you're spamming, I don't care, free speech or whatever. If you're spamming, you're gonna get timed out. There's no reason for anybody to be spamming. I'm just making it very clear. The mods have full authority to do whatever they think is necessary. If I think it's a wrong decision, I'll review it. But if you are spamming like crazy, you're just not, you're gonna be like, you're not gonna be in the stream, period. That's it. Just, it is what it is. So apparently, not only did they think it was a good idea, not only did they think it was a good idea, oh, they didn't. They actually played not like us. Oh my god, there's no way, bro. There's no way.
Now I would
No, he didn't. No, he didn't say this. No,
call
he
her up
didn't.
here to come and speak. That then I think I'd have to sleep on the couch tonight. So I'll leave her alone.
Was this supposed to be like a jab at the whole couch story, or is he kind of like saying this? That's pretty funny. But either way, like, to be honest with you guys, this was a disaster. Look at this. They actually brought out Megan Thee Stallion for a rally. They not only brought her out to sing a few words, they actually had her perform like a mini set. Megan Thee Stallion performed longer than Harris even spoke. Harris spoke for like 30 minutes. Megan was performing for just as long. Probably even a little bit longer than even Harris was speaking. Which is crazy to me that they even would do this. She could have at least picked 21 Savage, 2121, or Future. Like, could have picked somebody that would have had a little bit more actual Atlanta appeal, because they're more related to Atlanta than even Megan is. Megan is a joke on the national level. So you could have at least picked 21 Savage or Future, for crying out loud. Future, I would have said, damn, she might gain a point. That's how smart that actually would have been. Because I'm actually sort of familiar with rap than most of you probably are. So I actually like, I would be able to, like, if she were to bring out Future, she would probably gain like half a point in the state of Georgia. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, she would actually do better in Georgia because of Future. But they decided to go with the worst possible option in history. They decided to go with the worst person to bring out. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. I don't know why they thought that was a good idea. I really don't know. But either way, I see everybody in the chat. Alberto Blandon for 2. No one brings the same energy Trump has. MAGA. Thank you very much for the 2. I appreciate it. Guys, I'm going to go over the polls, right? We're going to go over these polls because everybody, oh, the money console polls. Oh my God. We're new. Also, this is pretty crazy. If Aiden actually streams with Trump, that would be really good. I'd actually say he'd probably gain like a point with 18 to 29-year-olds if he actually, because he gets like a lot of views. That stream would probably get over 1 million views. Trump may gain like a point in polling because of that. That's actually crazy. Like, that actually has like there's like a significant statistical viable claim to make that Trump would actually gain half a point because of this. That's crazy. Like, at least with that subcategory. Room 2, I know Aiden is controversial, but Aiden has such a big, like, status. Like, he has such a big status in that world that at that point, there is basically no way that that wouldn't even at least bring something to the table. Like, it would actually bring something to the table if he were to actually stream with Trump. Like, it would generally make like a tiny bit of a shift. So we're gonna be able to go ahead and look at the new polling, right? Because everybody, oh, gossip polls, we're so right? And then here we have polls from Democrat pollsters. You guys got to understand this poll, right? These polls with Trump, Kennedy, and Harris, right? I'm going to go over this. Trump is ahead nationally, or I think it's Harris is ahead by 1, right? And Trump's ahead by 2 in Pennsylvania, right? That's reasonable. That's a reasonable possibility. There's no way that Harris is going to be winning the popular vote by 1, but Trump only winning Wisconsin by a point. Her win Arizona by 4. That means Arizona would trend 7 points to the left of where it was from 2020. And there's no way in hell that she is going to win Michigan by 12%. By the way, the last poll here had Biden up by 5. So you could even account her being up by 12 as the sugar high. The fact that they even have her up by that much in Michigan is crazy. I would love to see the samples because they're probably oversampling Democrats beyond belief here. It's actually become very apparent that Harris is being, there's a response bias with white liberals and black women, and the Detroit area is going to really boost that. Now, if we were to go here, but oh, look, New Hampshire, Emerson College, look, Harris is up like 4 points. And when you get leans, she's only up by like a little bit less than 5, and I have Harris winning by like 1.5, 2. So my model is kind of aligning with more accurate pollsters. Do I think Harris is up in New Hampshire? Probably. I'd say possibly. She's possibly up there. But if we go to these morning console polls, guys, look at the shift. Like Wisconsin, Biden was already leading. Trump was leading in Pennsylvania by a lot. Now he's down to 4 points there. How is he going to be leading by 4 points in Pennsylvania but lose Michigan by 11? That literally makes no sense. And I can literally show you the national, like, partisan lean of every single state. If that were to happen, Michigan would have to vote to the left of the country by like 15 points for that to happen. The last time that Michigan was anywhere even remotely close to that, even in 2008, that wasn't even that bad. Even in 2008, Obama, the state was only voting 9 points to the left of the nation. The state has never voted that left of the nation ever. Even when Bill Clinton won it by 13, it was only voting to the left of the nation by a little bit less than 5. Like, it's not, this is not a current like phenomenon. Even here, you could even see it here. It's voting with the nation, basically. It was voting relative to the nation there. We even see like back here when it was voting here, right? We could even see here it was voting 7 points to the left of the nation. Like, Michigan has never voted that left to the nation ever. The last time it was even remotely close to that was in 1964 when it voted 11 points to the left of the nation. There's no way that that result is even close to happening, guys. That's why I'm not freaking out about these D+11 polls in Michigan, because just looking at state trends and the history of state trends, that's why I'm not freaking out about it. There's no way that she would win Michigan by 11 points looking at the state trends. Even when Johnson won the state by 33 points, the state was only voting to the left of the nation by 11. So not even by 15. That's literally the highest it's ever voted to the left of the nation in the past like 80 years, guys. So to say that those polls even have some sort of validity, I mean, yeah, you can track the trend. Is she gaining in Michigan? Probably, but it's not like she's up there by 11. That is definitely how not happening. Look, even the last poll, Biden was up by 5 there. And clearly he was not going to win Michigan by 5. Like, it's not like, you know what I'm saying? So these polls really, and morning console is really skewed, guys. They are a very, very, very skewed pollster. It's just the truth. They're extremely skewed. And what's funny is that not only do you have to pay to read the article, let's see if they even have the. I am actually curious to see if they even have the crosstabs available, because all these leftist pollsters, you can never get the crosstabs for free. You always have to pay for them. All of the, you always have to pay for them. All of the non-biased slash conservative pollsters, you always they're always free. Always. They're always free. Always. And it's crazy because this rally with Harris, what's actually pretty funny is that nonpartisan reporting there, like TPUSA, actually reported that a lot of people left the rally after Harris started speaking for 10 minutes because they showed up to watch Megan Thee Stallion perform. And imagine, it's a free rally, it's a free concert. And just saying, people from Atlanta love Megan Thee Stallion. It's just the truth. Like, I've been to Atlanta before, and I'm familiar with rap culture to an extent. So I can tell you, people there love Megan Thee Stallion. They love Playboy Cardi. They love like Future. They love 21 Savage. They love these rappers. And so it's free. Why would they not go? And literally, There is a significant amount of rally goers that left after like 10, 15 minutes because they literally went to go see Harris. They literally went to go see Megan Thee Stallion perform for free. For free. Like, that's crazy. That is insane. So that's actually funny. Having these kind of shows may actually backfire on her, which is pretty funny. Parents for Kamala. Oh my God. There's no way that's real, bro. Like, there's no way. They've gotten so bad that they started doing identity politics with white people. Like, this is how bad it's getting. This is how bad it's getting so bad that they have to start doing white identity politics. This is how bad this is. This is how bad it is. They literally have to do, like, that's crazy, bro. It's also pretty funny that the wet guy is shouting "not like us" the most because Drake is the one that's being targeted in the song. I think that's pretty funny, to be honest. But I think it's funny because literally, like, half the rally goers showed up to watch Megan Thee Stallion perform, which I think is hilarious. And they're doing white identity politics. I didn't even think they were good. This was possible. I didn't even think this was possible, and they're literally doing this, guys. This is how bad they're doing. If they were confident they were gonna win, they would not. They would just not. They would not be doing that. They would not be playing white identity politics. I never thought that would come out of my mouth. That's crazy, bro. That is insane. That is crazy, bro. Like, wow, bro. Unbelievable. That is nuts, guys. Like, I'm telling you, that's nuts. Look! Literally, bro. Look. Like, you have some people there leaving. People, like, it's not a bunch of people, but like there's a decent amount, and this is probably when the rally first started. There's other reporting from TPUSA that like a decent amount of people were leaving, and it was a lot of African American people because they generally just didn't want to be there because they wanted to see Megan Thee Stallion perform. Like, bro, that's it's crazy, bro. Crazy. And August 5th? Oh boy. So it's on, oh wow. So it's on August 5th. I wonder if he's gonna pull the same thing he did with Kim Jong-un. I don't think so because it's like actually an election year. So, bro, that wow, that's crazy. I'm actually gonna probably even stream this. Like, I might actually stream this because I'm actually curious to see how this plays out. I'm very curious. I might even stream this, to be honest. Alberto Blandon for 2. Odds on Trump's percentage to win. Harris desperate. I think he has like a 70% chance to win the election. I wouldn't be concerned. I mean, this is the map I have for Trump right now. I mean, yeah, he's lost ground like since a month ago in some of these deep blue states, but he's still winning all the swing states by over 5, and he's winning Minnesota and Nebraska. So even if he wouldn't win those, I mean, he's still the winner by a couple points in all the swing states either way. So, believe it or not, he is still the overwhelming favorite to win. Even with Harris polling the best she's ever pulled ever, he is still the favorite to win. That's what's funny to me. That's what's funny to me. There's people out here, oh bro, Trump's only leading by 1. Oh my god, yay! Bro, that's horrible for them. Biden was leading polls by 12 and 11 points and only won by 4.5 in the popular vote. Like, bro, that's crazy, bro. That is insane. That is crazy. Gateway Politics just became an exclusive member. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate the support there. Thank you very much. Aiden Ross, just a character. I wonder the same thing. Never ending era. Is Harris gonna start twerking for votes? Oh man. I mean, we'll see. I mean, it's not impossible. But guys, the polls actually close in about a minute. Let's see how fast they count these. Because I know with like Arizona, they dump like a bunch of ballots in the beginning and then they like start slowly counting. So let's see how fast they actually count these votes. I may not, if they take forever to count, I may not even stream that long, to be honest with you. That's just my opinion. Like, if they're taking forever, like if it's like 10-3 and they're like at 5%, 10% of the vote, I may end the stream like at 11, to be honest, because I'm not gonna be streaming until 2 in the morning. I'm just being serious. I'm probably gonna end up doing that. By the way, guys, who all you guys are here, remember on election day, I am going to be streaming from 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time all the way to 4 a.m. That day, I'm actually doing a 12-hour stream. I'm literally doing a 12-hour stream, and let's see where I'm at by the time we get there. Because, guys, in like basically 2 weeks and a couple days, we gained 6,000 subs. That is insane. If whoever just recently subscribed, I would like to thank whoever has, because that is crazy. I never thought I would be growing that fast this early on. That is insane. If we keep that up, I will probably be able to hit 100K by the end of the year. I may actually legitimately be able to hit 100K by the time we get to election day, which is insane. That is crazy. Like that, I can't believe that. And we're probably gonna hit 30 very soon. So we'll see how everything goes. But the polls just closed in Arizona. Matt Dorian, welcome to exclusive member. Thank you very much for the membership. Janie Thomas for 2. Trump/Vance 2024. Thank you very much, my friend. I appreciate it. Will we be covering the 3M ballot stuffing? Well, that's why I'm going to be streaming for that long, because I want to be able to have, like, if anything crazy happens, I want to be able to get it live on stream. Like, I actually want to be able to get it live on stream. So, Joey Critiden for bruh, 12-hour stream. Good luck with that. I mean, I'm gonna do it. I mean, I have to. It's election day. What do you mean? What do you mean, bro? I have to do it. That would be crazy. I would have stayed up either way. I stayed up until like 5 in the morning on election day. I didn't even go to school the next day. I didn't even go to school. Literally, my mom let me watch the results like the whole day. Like, it was crazy. Like, she even was like, "Oh yeah, you could stay up to watch the elections. You don't even have to go to school tomorrow." So the time in Arizona is 7. I don't think they're gonna start till 8. Really? Oh man, that's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying that they just closed the polls, and then that's kind of stupid, to be honest. I mean, if they, by the way, guys, we actually just hit 26K like right now. I didn't even realize it, but we just hit 26K. So thank you for you guys. Thank you whoever subscribed right now, basically. Thank you very much. I greatly, greatly appreciate the support. I'm gonna try to provide the best content I possibly can for you guys. And so, no, yeah, and that's my goal. I'm gonna stream on election day at that early in the morning. I may even, if things get really weird, I may even go longer than that, to be honest. So we'll see what happens. But I don't know if they're gonna try something sneaky. I don't know if they're gonna try something like that, but we'll see what happens. It is actually pretty insane. It's like everything now has gotten pretty crazy. Wait, you stayed up and watched the election 2020 and didn't go to school? Yeah, that's literally what happened. My mom would have kicked my ass. No, yeah, guys, my mom let me stay up to watch the results in 2020. So either way, even if I wasn't doing YouTube, I still would have stayed up. I probably would be having a watch party, to be honest. I mean, I still probably am gonna have a watch party for it anyway, when I stream. But I mean, at the end of the day, I would have still stayed up to watch it regardless. So I mean, at that point, you might as well, you know. So I'm very excited. I am very excited for election day. It's really soon. It's literally like in 100 days. It's really quick. Thoughts on the Venezuela election? I mean, it was obviously stolen. The exit polls had Maduro's like opponent up by like 30 points in the exit polls. Like the guy definitely won. He 100% won that race, and they literally stole it from him. And I think the incumbent's up by like 5. So imagine the actual guy probably won by 30, and they rigged it like crazy, and the best they could do was only win by 5. That's like kind of embarrassing, to be honest with you. I'm not gonna lie. That's pretty freaking embarrassing. Imagine rigging an election so hard that you go from losing by 30 to only winning by 5. That's embarrassing. That is so embarrassing. Like, I'm being serious. That is embarrassing. It's probably gonna get so bad that he may even rig it next time and still lose the election. Like, that's how bad it's getting over there. That is horrible. That is so bad. That is wow. That is crazy. I think he's up by like 7 or 8, but he might end up only being up by like 5 or 6. That is really bad. He was really, that's really bad. Let me even look up the results and see if they're even like if there's like even a live count. Venezuelan elections 2024. Like, is there even like a live count? Like, let me see. Bro, they don't even have the vote tallies? Bro, what? That is really sus. That is super duper sus. That is super sus. Wow. That is super sus. Wow, they don't even, because usually when elections go on, you have the vote totals up on Wikipedia. And I could have sworn I had seen something. They don't even have the vote totals up. That's bad. No, yeah, that is terrible. That is so bad. That's so bad. He was up by like 30. The opposition was up by like 30. That is embarrassing, bro. Embarrassing. That is nuts. I mean, guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care if you unsubscribe because of this. I'm just gonna say it. If we would have had no fraud in 2020, I still think that Trump would have barely won. I don't think he would have won. There's people, oh, bro, he won Nevada. He won Minnesota. No, he didn't, bro. He did not. He probably, like, if we were to be serious, in 2020, if there was no like quote unquote like, because what they do is most of the quote unquote fraud actually happens like before it, because what they do is they schedule the debates after early voting starts. They take advantage of that. They use the media. So a lot of the rigging doesn't even really happen on election day, guys. Just to let you know, there is a sizable population that voted for Joe Biden. Like, I'm not going to sit out here and say, oh, Biden only got 60 million votes. No, Biden probably got like over 70 million votes. He probably did better than Obama in his raw vote share. I'm being serious. If there would have been no quote unquote magic tricks on election day, Trump probably would have won Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Arizona, and Georgia. That's it. He wouldn't have done better than that. So for these people that are like, oh, Trump would have won New York in 2020 without the fraud. No, guys, he would have been in a really close race. He probably would have barely won the election. I'd say that he still would have been losing Minnesota by like 5 or 6. He would have been down in New Mexico by like maybe 9-ish. Colorado, like he would have still been there. Nevada could have been closer. Maybe it would have been tilt. Like he could have won Nevada. He could have won it, but like really, guys, like he like he would have still underperformed in Georgia. Like it's not like he would have like, oh my god, like he like no, he would have barely won the election. He would have won it through Wisconsin, Georgia, Arizona. He would have picked up Pennsylvania, and he would have gotten close in Michigan, Nevada. Like he could have gotten 311, but there's no way that he would have. There's no way that he would have gotten that much. Like he wouldn't have. He would have gotten New Jersey under 15. He would have gotten Maine under a few more points. Nebraska second maybe is lean Democrat. Texas, Florida probably would have been likely. But that's it. That's literally it. Like this is the map. If there was no magic tricks, this is probably what would have happened on election day, because already most of the people would have already voted. So just to say, the fraud on the actual day itself doesn't really make that much of a difference. And again, guys, Atlas Intel, because everybody's been like, oh, bro, what if they try to do this again? Why do they try to steal it? Oh, yeah, you're right. Technically, he would have held on to Pennsylvania. Oh, they're going to try to do this thing again. Guys, if they would have actually been able to do it, they would have not tried killing him. They would have not tried locking him up in jail. They would have not tried doing it. They could have done it. If they really could have stolen it again, they wouldn't have been able to do it. I'm just being serious. They literally wouldn't have been able, they wouldn't have done it, period. They just wouldn't have done it. I'm being so dead ass. So now, when you look at the, like, I believe it's like 45% of the electorate voted by mail or something like that, which that is a concern. Like, that definitely could have skewed results, but there is a decent amount of a population that voted for Joe Biden. Like, he probably ended up getting over 70 million votes. He more than likely got over 70 million as his real count. I'd say that Biden probably got like maybe 70, like 8 maybe, and Trump probably got 75 million, but that's like not even saying much. Like I don't really think that they actually, on the actual day itself, I don't think they did as much quote unquote magic tricks as people think they did. And so now they're actually at a huge disadvantage because they had a debate with Biden before mail-in voting. And even though they switched up the candidate, which is why they have to switch up the candidate because they know they wouldn't have been able to rig it because all the mail-in support would have just been gone. Like Trump in the early vote probably would have been up in Wisconsin by like a point or two. Like it would have been that bad. It wouldn't have been that bad. I'm being serious. And so really, to be honest with you, like it's just it's not like, and now it's like I think 45% of the electorate voted for by mail, and in Alice Intel, which is the most accurate pollster from 2020, they have like less than 20% of the electorate voting by mail. So already voting by mail, it's so much less that it's going to be harder to do it through there. And then on top of that, you have all these things that have been going on that it's like, dude, if you really would have been able to like take it away from Trump, there's no way that they would have been doing the things that they're doing right now. So this is probably what the map actually looked like on 2020 election day. This is probably what actually happened, more than likely. And that's being generous to Biden, to be honest, because you could even argue that Trump probably even won Michigan and Nevada. You could make the case, especially Nevada, because the Reid machine there, the Reid machine, by the way, the Reid machine, which basically gave Nevada to Democrats the past like 12 years, that's gone too, by the way. That's gone. That all died off. So I'd actually expect Nevada to trend to the right by even more than it has before. So guys, make sure, if you haven't liked the video already, make sure to hit the like button. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you want more content just like this. Clearly, the polls have closed, but as of 10 p.m. Eastern Standard, they have not reported any more results as of right now. We are still going to be waiting for those. Guys, I'm not going to lie, if they haven't reported anything by 11, I'm probably not going to continue to stream because I would have probably gone live anyway today. Regardless, I would have probably gone live either way to just do a random stream. It was just so happily convenient that the primaries were at this time. So we'll see what happens, but clearly nothing has kind of unfolded yet. Um, I don't want Vance for 2020. I want Ramaswamy. Trump had one of the best presidential terms of all time. Bro, he would have won New York. No, he wouldn't have. We really need to do something about securing vote integrity like Florida did after Bush v. Gore. I don't want Vance. Okay, yeah, I already read that. Yes, I am helping outside of Philly. I want to see a national holiday with ID required to vote. I do not like these mail-in ballots. No, that's true. I feel like Election Day should be a national holiday. I think it should. I think it actually should be a national holiday, to be honest, because the fact it's not, that's really not great. So yeah, we'll see how things play out, but I really don't think that and to be honest with you, I really don't think that things are gonna work out the way that the Democrats are thinking they are right now. Charizard for two. Why can't every state count votes like Florida? I mean, if we could do that, I mean, we'd be in a perfect world, to be honest. Oh yeah, this thing with Trump. Oh guys, you guys don't have to vote anymore, bro. It's like I hate it when people take stuff out of context. If you watch the whole thing, he's clearly talking about how Christians, who the crowd that he's literally talking to is a bunch of Christians. He's literally talking about how Christians are a low propensity voter and that they barely vote and that they could vote now and that 4 years later everything is gonna get straightened out and that they don't have to vote anymore after 2024 if they choose to not. And everybody's taking everything out of context. The fact that Alan Lichtman is like going out here and like even making a video like that just shows me how much malpractice he's basically been doing. The fact that he's supposed to be unbiased, this unbiased predictor, to me, the fact that he's even doing a live stream on that one video is pretty crazy to me. That just shows that he is extremely unbiased. He is very, very biased. Silver Gaming. Will the results of this primary affect how your model calculates in any way? No, the model is not going to be affected by a primary result for the Senate race. That's not going to really work. I basically, in the Senate races, I basically go off of the polling. And the reason why I go off of polling for the Senate races, because the individual favorabilities for the candidates are not really available. I would suspect that Kari Lake probably has a higher favorability rating than Ruben Gallego, but maybe he does. I don't know. It would be interesting to pull that state to see where it is, because if he has higher favorables than her, that as long as she's within 5, she has a chance of winning it, because Trump's going to be able to carry her over with the coattails. But if this was a midterm, she would more than likely lose this election. Now, if she's winning this primary with like 80% of the vote, not gonna lie, I would give her a lot more merit after that. If she wins this primary with like 80% of the vote, I would give her a lot of merit. Now, is that going to be the case? Probably not, because all the polling shows that she is more than likely not going to be winning 80% of the vote. I doubt she's going to be doing that well in this primary, to be honest, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Even if we go to like Arizona, if we go to the state of Arizona, and we look at the primary here, like look, Lake's up by 12 in the last poll. That's not good. That is really not good at all. That's horrible. That is really bad. I want to see if they have more primary polling data, because they really don't have much. Okay, Lake's up by 25. But that was the same pollster. Lake is higher in her vote share, but Lamb caught up quite a bit. So Lake's up by 12. So she may do better than the last one, but like better than her primary against whatever person she ran against last time. But clearly something's going on. See, Bulmo's project, Lake was up like 29. And then let's see if they have more primary polling. I'm curious to see where they have more of it. That's about it. See, look, it was August 4th, 2023. She was up by 31. So she's been leading pretty solid the whole cycle. This is actually her closest lead. So, and that's about 400 likely voters. That may not be the best sample, but I mean, it's the best that you're gonna get for a Republican primary in like an individual state, to be honest with you. So I'm not gonna go out here and say, oh, she should have gotten, they should have gotten more, because that's not, they probably couldn't have gotten any more than that. And but the good sign for her is that she's actually gone up since the last poll. And that last poll was taken. When was that last poll taken? Was taken on May 14th. So that was actually a while back. And she's actually gained since then. So that's good. And this was conducted on July 23rd. So we'll see what happens. But I really don't think that she's going to get over 50. I don't think she's going to get over 60%. I doubt she's going to get over 60% in the primary, to be honest with you. I really don't think so. Unfortunately for her, Ruben Gallego has an uncontested primary, which is not going to be good for her, because he's going to be going in with the full backing of the Democrat support. The fact she's on the ballot with Trump is going to help her out, though. So that may kind of cancel out whatever weakness she would have had, because it's true. If she would have been going at this in a midterm, especially if Trump would have been in office, if this would have been that kind of midterm, she would have lost. Like she would have lost by like a point or two. Like she would have not done well at all. Like she would have not done great. Now we could look at the latest state polling, the latest state models, and actually see what the Senate is right now, because as of right now I have 57 seats for the Republicans in the Senate. But I think with the new state margins, we probably don't anymore. Let's see what happens now if I were to plug in these numbers, because I'm pretty sure that they would be losing it. Okay, so it's like really close. Pennsylvania is literally like neck and neck. See, like, yeah, McCormick is barely losing. That's actually exactly what I have. I have 56 seats in my last video. So yeah, literally McCormick is like literally barely losing the race, and Hope Day's up by like half a point, pretty much. That's basically what it is. Hope Day's up by like half a point in the race. basically. So that's that. It's pretty close in Pennsylvania, but Kari Lake is winning by 3.5 points. I mean, that's not that bad. That's kind of what I basically had her winning by in the video. Nevada, Sam Brown's winning by 3. Ohio's like a 5.5 point win for it's like a 5.5 point win for Moreno. Wisconsin's really close. Now, if you were to look here and you actually kind of saw the incumbent approval rating, Harris is only down by 10 nationally, or actually not even. I think she's down by like 8.5. So if you were to look at this from a midterm perspective, if Harris was down 8 points nationally and this midterm happened, Rick Scott would again have a really close race. She would lose Arizona by basically the same amount she lost it by in the Senate race. And then you would go over here. You would have Maine at large. That would be a big win. Michigan would be like a 7 point victory. So the Democrat would actually do better than what they did in 2018. Missouri would be a 5 point race. Montana, Tester would still lose, even during a midterm. Nevada would be lean. Ohio would be like almost a 5 point win. Wisconsin would be like a 7 point win. So better than 2018, but not enough. Cruz would win by 7. So even like the numbers in a midterm are even pretty realistic, to be honest. Like they're pretty realistic. And the fact that Democrats are doing better with college educated voters, even though Florida is trending to the right, it would still be a close race because of the fact that Democrats are improving with those voters. The problem is that everybody thinks it's going to be a close race. And so that's why they have these. And then after the midterms, they've gotten way more confident. They've gotten ridiculously more confident ever since then. Now, if Harris was, well, technically speaking, well, actually, not going to lie, if Harris is up by 8.5 points, in the approval rating, then theoretically the Rust Belt is actually going to, because I had Biden's approval rating, but if Harris is the Democrat candidate, I can't believe I missed that. I don't know why I didn't change that, but actually that puts the Senate at 54 seats for Republicans, basically, which I basically was assuming now. So they're losing the Rust Belt seats basically because Harris technically is down 8.5 points in RCP. So technically speaking, they would only be up by this. And Florida is less than a 5 point race, by the way. Just letting you all know. It's under 5. Missouri is like a 13 point win. Montana is like a 10 point win for that race. Nebraska's top race is like a 13 point victory. Ohio is like 4 points, which is what I was thinking. Same thing in Pennsylvania. It's like a point. In Wisconsin, it's a point. In Michigan, it's a point. So they're not even losing by that much. Just letting you know, they're not losing by a lot. Okay, still no results in Arizona, and it's almost 10:30. Let's check Twitter really quick. Let's see what happens here. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Gateway. Appreciate it. Let's see how good my let's see how good my DeSantis op-ed is doing. Probably not that much. Yeah, no, not that many people. Hopefully Rufus retweets it. We'll see. Kamala Harris and to be announced running mate will campaign in Detroit next week. I mean, I don't know why people are like, oh, bro, he's gonna. Also, no way.
I never noticed until this morning states her pronouns as she slash her. What are your pronouns?
I have no, I don't want pronouns.
I don't want pronouns.
I don't want pronouns.
So you're fluid? What is that?
Nobody even knows what that means. Ask her to describe exactly what that means.
What is that? Why are people
Nobody knows.
What is
Alive.
Kamala Harris in her Twitter bio, which I never noticed until this
Bruh, ain't no way, bro. That's crazy, bro. Bro, no way, bro. You can't be serious, bro. That's insane. But, bro, there's no way they actually asked them that, bro. That's funny. That is hilarious. Colorado 2008 is Arizona 2020. Virginia 2008 is Georgia 2020. I mean, yeah, yeah, pretty much. I mean, that's basically it. That's pretty spot on. Well, 2008 was a little bit worse, but I'm almost 40 years old, almost. I'm sad about that, by the way. I turned 40, I think, on Friday. Thank you all. I think on Friday. Not gonna lie, forgetting your birthday is kind of crazy, but hey, it is what it is. No, yeah, I don't understand this whole like Harris thing, like with the weird stuff, like, with the weird, like this campaign is like they're saying, oh, they're weird. Like, really? You really think that's gonna win you the election? Like, are you being serious right now? Like, I'm very excited to see this stream. I can't wait to see how this goes because Aiden's met Trump before, and the thing is, Aiden is friends with Dana White, and obviously Dana White's friends with Trump. So, I mean, that's basically why that's happening. The only reason why this is happening is because Dana is friends with Trump, and Dana is friends with Aiden Ross. That's literally the only reason. Hawk Tua. She actually, you know what? I actually want to say something about her. She actually, out of all the people that rose to fame recently from memes, she actually is probably the best person, believe it or not. Like, out of all of them that could have rose, she's probably one of the better people. She didn't start doing an OF. She doesn't like go anything crazy. She's still in her hometown. She didn't leave. So she actually is pretty down to earth, if you'd have to ask me. I mean, not gonna lie, like, I understand if she's doing other things, and I know she's doing a documentary, but like, not gonna lie, like overall, it turned out a lot better than I thought it was gonna be, because a lot of people have gotten famous recently, and that is, I agree that I don't think. Look, even this guy, I'm a huge DeSantis guy. I wanted him to be the Republican nominee, but I'm very happy with Trump. I agree, though. I don't think he would win, but more people should be considering him. By the way, I'm watching your stream. Oh, okay, cool, awesome. That is nice. That's pretty nice. She was just on stage and got zero reaction. You really sound young. I thought you were your mid to or late 20s. No, I'm 19 years old. I'm not that old. I'm literally like 19. I'm on I'm on social media like other people, man. Like I'm like I like to be familiar with what's going on because I just like having that awareness. I don't like to not be aware of anything. That doesn't really make any sense. There's so many little inner workings culturally, and believe it or not, that actually, like, that even is an example of the culture that we live in today. Do I think her joke should have earned her fame? Not really, but out of all the things that could have happened, she turned out pretty decent. That's all I'm gonna say about that. She turned out pretty solid. That's all I'm gonna say. Now, what in the what? Okay, what is this, bro? Oh, whoa, 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 whoa! All right, bro. This
That
is.
no one could
Not
possibly.
gonna lie, yo. Not gonna lie. This is, bro. This is crazy, bro. What is this? Whoa, bro. Okay, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, what is this, bro? Why are they doing this? What? What is this supposed to be? Is this a Republican running for Senate?
No one.
Oh, wow, that's crazy. So he has like the donkey sign on them to signify like it's the Democrat Party. Oh, that's funny, bro. That is crazy. Wow, that's insane. I was like, whoa, what's going on there? But also, like, look, like, really? They really think this is a good idea. Like, they really think this is a good idea to air? That is nuts. That, to me, this is ridiculous that they would even think that this is a good idea. To be honest, that is not great. That is not good at all. Dude, what is this guy up to in the chat? No, man, ban. We need to get rid of him completely. He needs to be banned. Can you do like a IP? Dude, how many accounts does this guy have? This guy has so many accounts. Jeez. Dude, he has so many accounts. Bro, this guy has like what? This guy has like 10 different accounts. He's literally joined on like 10 different people's accounts. He probably has joined on other people's actual devices and everything. That is crazy. What in the world? No results out of Arizona. Bro, that's kind of ridiculous. I'm not gonna lie. That's crazy. That is not okay. It's been 30 minutes and they haven't even, no, not again, bro. Bro. I put him on a ban for 24 hours. He's got to run out of accounts at some point. I mean, they need to be able to bro, hopefully we need to be able to we gotta find a way to do like a IP ban because that's ridiculous. End Times Prophecy Broadcasting, we need a moderator to block spammers. I mean, Never Ending Era was already doing it, but you know what? Just because you said that, go ahead. So, End Times Prophecy Broadcasting, you're a moderator now. Since you think we should be removing people, then we'll go ahead and do that. Okay, yep. Well, we're going to remove him. He's spamming. We're going to remove him. He's spamming. Never Ending Prophecy, whatever your name is, you'll be able to, you can do that now. No, yeah, I'm like getting rid of them here. I have my computer right next to me, so um but yeah, so right now Trump overall is still winning in the electoral college fairly easily in my opinion based on the model that I have. He's still winning easily. Damn, it's been 30 minutes and there's no reporting. Guys, I said it. If guys, not gonna lie, I said it. If they hadn't reported results by 10:30, I'm probably gonna end the stream soon because I mean, to be honest with you, like it's kind of ridiculous that they're waiting 30 minutes like this long to report results. That's kind of ridiculous. Other elections, you get the results in the first 5, 10 minutes. I would even understand 15, if that. But there's no way that they're taking this long. There's no way they're taking this long. Well, either way, for next time, I know to probably start the stream like 15 minutes into the poll closings because this is kind of ridiculous, to be honest, that they're taking this long. But all right, guys. Real Donald Trump in the chat says, "Who do you think is going to win the primary?" I'm pretty sure that Kari Lake will win it unless Katie Hobbs like just goes berserk and just steals it from Katie or from Kari Lake, which would be pretty insane to be honest. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. But guys, I am going to end the stream because I mean, to be honest, I didn't realize that they would start this late. I'm probably going to go ahead and watch Red Eagle stream. So if you guys did enjoy the video, if you guys did enjoy the stream, make sure to hit the like button. I'm sorry that I'm not going to be reporting any more of the results, but at the end of the day, it's a Senate primary. Kari Lake was already expected to win. I was going to stream for an hour anyways, and I have streamed for an hour. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Make sure to go ahead and hit the like button in the description down below. Make sure to follow the Twitter. Make sure to join the Discord server. And make sure to go ahead and donate to the GoFundMe if you guys are interested in seeing national and state polling from us. I will see you guys in the next video.